general rundown on the system. There's a 2-channel transmitter in the steering wheel, and each pedal has its own channel, and there's a receiver in the under the console here that picks up this signal. The transmitter has a battery of its own, so that's always working, and there's pretty much nothing I can do about that right now. I'm still thinking about a solution for that, to get the power from the steering wheel to the transmitter. But the receiver is connected to the power in the ashtray, so that's not on when you don't have ignition or anything. So that's a kind of a safety feature here that we have, and that's it. So no ignition, no power, nothing works. When you switch the key into position 1, you can hear that the receiver starts to work. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but now the receiver is working. The concerns I had about this were, what happens if you shift when in park or reverse and neutral? Well, it does nothing. Nothing happens. I guess that's controlled by the shifter module internally. I haven't done anything to that, so that that problem, let's say, doesn't exist. So when you shift in park now, nothing happens, no errors or codes that I found. So I guess we're good. The only concern that I haven't tried, the only problem, like, I haven't tried when in drive. What happens if you push the shifter into plus, let's say, and the pedal on the minus? Haven't tried that yet, because I don't know how the gearbox would respond. So, and I'm not going to, because I don't know if that's gonna damage something or not. I don't think it should really, but let's not try it. So that's the general rundown. So let's have a drive and see. So when in park, I can still shift, but nothing happens, like I said. Reverse, same thing, nothing happens. So I guess this controlled internally by the gearbox. Neutral, same thing. Only when in drive, and after a couple of seconds, I've noticed that when you put in drive, it doesn't respond immediately. It takes about a second or two, then you can actually shift the gears manually on the pedals. So let's go. So now we are in drive, and I'm going to start shifting manually. Fourth, third, second, the signal, the pedals work almost simultaneously. I thought that there might be some lag or a delay, but I haven't. When I press it, it's almost instant. It's uh, it's almost faster with the pedals than with the shifter, because I don't know, it feels faster. I don't know if it is faster. It feels only faster. So let's put it in first. Now, I should say that this doesn't make the shifts any faster by the gearbox from second to third or third to fourth. Those times are uh, those times are limited by the gearbox itself, because this gearbox isn't meant to be a full manual gearbox. So the time it takes for the gearbox to shift, you can't really control that from this. In this kind of state, you would have to make a new electronics for the gearbox itself, and that would be a much bigger job to do. So it shifts like it shifts. You can't make that faster just by adding the pedals. Just to clarify that. So and all the features on that you find regularly, that you find normal on the shifter work. So if I hold the the plus pedal, it will go to drive automatically, and if I hold the minus, it will go to the gear that is currently in. That also works. And we're now in third, so if I floor it a bit and it stays in third, I've tried to go to the rev limiter, and it doesn't shift. I guess that's also controlled by the gearbox electronics itself. So when you hit the rev limiter, it doesn't shift to a higher gear. It stays in the current gear. So fourth gear, third.